Whenever someone approaches me, I feel a deep fear that, eventually, the person will discover something about me that will make them reject me. This fear, often accompanied by insecurity, makes me question my qualities and even causes me to pull away. As a form of preemptive defense, I've tried to convince myself that I shouldn't fear, that I am worthy of love and respect. But it seems that these insecurities still dominate my heart. Wisdom. How can I learn to overcome this fear of rejection?
The fear of rejection arises when it is believed that it can destroy one's emotional integrity. This fear is fueled by the illusion that the approval of others is essential to having value, as if external validation were the only measure of what is worthy of love and acceptance. The first truth to be embraced is that there is no rejection that can take from you what is rightfully yours. Rejection is simply a passing interaction, not a reflection of your essence. Therefore, do not allow this experience to define who you are or shake your inner peace. Allow me to share a parable to illustrate this truth. The parable of the incomplete statue. In an ancient kingdom, there was a sculptor who created masterpieces, but one of his sculptures stood out among them all. A statue of a warrior in a powerful pose. However, one part of the statue was still unfinished. One of the warrior's hands had not been sculpted. Over time, the sculptor heard many criticisms of his work. Some said that the statue looked incomplete, that it lacked something, and that it didn't have the same power as the others. This made the sculptor begin to question his own work and his value as an artist. But then, he had a vision. He realized that the value of the statue did not lie in its perfection or in the judgment of others, but in the strength of his intention and in the dedication he had put into creating it. The incomplete hand did not diminish the greatness of the sculpture. The sculptor smiled, for he understood that, just like the sculpture, he too did not depend on external approval to know his own worth. He knew that the process of creation and life is ongoing, and the meaning of his work was in his authenticity and the effort he had made to shape it. So it is with the fear of rejection. It exists as long as one seeks constant approval from others to validate who they are. But true acceptance begins when one recognizes that the intrinsic value of who they are can never be shaken by someone else's view. Now, to overcome the fear of rejection, follow 3 practical pieces of advice that wisdom offers. Look inside, not outside. The first step in overcoming the fear of rejection is realizing that true acceptance begins within yourself. Love and validation are not external, but reside within you. By looking inward and recognizing your virtues and strengths, you begin to free yourself from the need for external validation. Practice self-awareness daily and allow yourself to accept yourself unconditionally. Self-acceptance is the foundation for unwavering peace. Understand the power of imperfection. Rejection often comes when one believes that perfection is needed to be loved or accepted. However, true connection happens when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to show your flaws and imperfections. It is not about showing perfection to others, but about being genuine and true to your own nature, without fear of being seen in your entirety. Authenticity is the path to true freedom. See rejection as an opportunity for growth. Instead of viewing rejection as an end or a blow to your self-esteem, understand that it can be a learning opportunity. Every rejection is an opportunity to know yourself better, to learn how to deal with emotions, to become stronger. Rejection is never the end of the journey, but a point of reflection and evolution. Embrace the process, knowing that your true value does not depend on the acceptance of another person, but on your ability to stay true to your own path. Remember, the value of your essence will never be shaken by the opinion or judgment of others. You have within you an inexhaustible source of strength and wisdom that will guide you through any storm of rejection. Now I ask, how have you been dealing with rejection so far? And what new lessons can you learn from this experience? Share your journey in the comments. If this message has been helpful to you, subscribe to the channel to continue the journey of self-awareness and self-empowerment.